And welcome back. With me right now is Tony, joining me on the hot seat. And Tony, I believe our subject for today is mediocrity versus the extraordinary. Why don't you share a little bit more?
Thanks, Ange. Yeah, great to be back. It's Friday, and my favorite slot on a Friday, preparing for the weekend.
And you've dressed for the occasion.
Absolutely,
as well,
yeah. I fortunately did so before leaving home. And yeah, we're approaching the municipal elections,
Yes,
you know, and we're encouraged to vote. And obviously you need to choose who you want to vote for. And I'm not going to bore you with that thing, but I want to talk about the choice you make in life.
Okay.
And the choice you make in life is every day, not every 4 years or 2 years when it's election. And you know, the reality about it is I have got some very, very breaking news for our viewers. We were not born to grow up, work, pay bills, and die.
Oh, love that. Yes.
Okay, that's not what our purpose in life is. So today I want to talk about mediocrity versus extraordinary. You know, what life are we choosing to live? And the reality is we have the power to choose right now the life we want to live, irrespective of the life we've already lived. Right? And you know, we look at this beautiful car and we love the image of the car. We look at this beautiful house, we love the image of the house. And we just kind of live our lives loving that image. We put no action into our lives to actually make it a reality. And that's so important for us to realize that it's not just left in the future. We actually can manifest that and make it happen in our lives. You know, I bear witness to a lot of what I've done and manifested in my life. But there are several reasons as to why we're not making that transition from mediocrity to the extraordinary life. And one of it is the fact that we don't want to stand up in a crowd. We're a little bit scared about standing up and having that potential put out there and really making it work for us. We're part of the comfort zone. We just want to mellow in there and say, well, why, you know, kind of upset the apple cart. But the reality is, even if you don't upset the apple cart, the apples will still get rotten, you know. So I want to encourage the viewers to start making that shift to say, listen, I'm prepared to stand up, right? And I know that, you know, when you take a risk, right, there's a chance that you will fail. When you don't take a risk, there's every chance you'll fail. Right? So most of the 90% of those who have successfully managed their lives have failed several times before they could succeed.
Absolutely.
You know, there's not very many people who have embarked on a journey of success, and I've seen this all the time. There's many, many, many flaws, many failures, many pitfalls along this journey. And the second reason is that we listen to family and friends, and we kind of determining our future based on their standards and their views in life, their perception. Right? So we kind of, you know, and what you get out of family and friends is important, but it's limited by their standards, their perception. You know, we go to an uncle we haven't seen for like 10 years, and we want to get advice on how to run a business, you know, and he's actually popping up his head from some unknown place and trying to advise us how to run a business when he's never had one himself.
Yes,
well, and we've got friends who've experienced failures, and they will constantly tell you, listen, don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. It's not going to succeed. Based on their views and what they've actually not put in as well. The other reason we actually don't really embrace this lifestyle is that we fail to use the power, the absolute amazing power of one of our mental faculties, imagination. Everything in this room was first an imagination, an idea, and then it came up as a physical structure. These chairs, the lounge suite, and what have you. So the power of imagination is absolutely unbelievable. And I spend 15 minutes every day on my power to increase and exercise the power of my imagination, right? The other reason we actually don't embrace that lifestyle is we're downright just lazy, right? We don't want to get up from that and make sure that we want to feed into that idea that we got. We want to, you know, we don't want to actually make the extra effort and put in the action, right? When you have an idea, and if you make a committed decision to run after that idea and build on it, it requires action. I always say to people, it's useless having your gym membership card in your pocket and expecting to get fit.
Very true.
You know, it's similar kind of thing. The other reason we actually fail dismally in embracing this lifestyle is the fact that we need to know who we're associating with and what are we reading, right? I always say to people, show me your friends and I'll tell you your future. Because it's the people you associate with
very much so.
will determine the journey you take on in life as well. right? So those are some of the factors that actually contribute to why we are actually stuck in this life of mediocrity. And today I want to encourage the viewers to understand that we have the potential to make the transition, and we can do it today. Choose a book, right? Choose something that's going to feed into that life of being extraordinary, and realize that, you know, that's what we want to do. I was sharing with you offset. When I kick the bucket, when I pass on, I don't want to be wheeled into the funeral parlor with such peace and, you know, with music playing and solemn. I want to come in there with the tires burning, with the smoke, doing the
coming in with the Ferrari,
screeching in, roaring in, with, you know, the vehicle playing the loudest music, bringing me in. And as I get there, I say, I've arrived.
And you've celebrated.
Because I've celebrated life. I've enjoyed the life I've lived. I've actually just got up and been on autopilot, just moving with the motion and the flow of things. So that's what I want to encourage the viewers today, to take this time this weekend and make that decision to transit. Don't focus on the how. We very often think we want to get a good car, but how are we going? And I want to encourage the viewers today, don't focus on how, focus on your why. And make the why so big, it gives you a reason to wake up every day and follow your dreams.
Fantastic.
That's my message for this morning.
That's very wise words, and definitely something we can take with us. And at the end of the day, it's up to you. Yes. Nobody can do it for you. You know, your life is yours to live, and you can never ever, at the end of the day, you can't point fingers at anybody saying, I didn't achieve anything because of that. Yes. It's all up to you.
Yeah. So if you're going to complain, blame yourself.
Absolutely,
no one else.
100.
Not the boss and not life.
Thank you so much for sharing today, Tony. We'll see you again next week.
Sure.
We're going into a quick ad break, and then we will be chatting to Barry Pretorius from Rooted. Stay tuned.